Father, I am Catholic. Yes, and whenever something bad, some problem is about to happen to them, I have dreamed a lot from my husband, and in the dream he tells me that my children need me. This situation has bothered me a lot. I would like to know what you think about it. We need to take a distance sometimes when it comes to the dream, what we have with those who have died, the messages we receive from these people, even because our Christian faith does not allow us, within the context of what we'll learn, from what we know, what the church teaches us. We live communion with the saints. So all those who have died participate in this communion. But the church does not believe in this communication with the dead. We respect those who believe this way. So we have a way to interpret often what we call each other's message to us through dreams. Science has evolved a lot to understand dreams. We already have a very interesting arsenal for us to be able to make an analysis of why we dream, why realities come to us through dreams that are nothing less than revelations of the unconscious of the unconscious. What does psychology teach us? That when we sleep, our unconscious becomes more active. It begins to bring out what we consciously cannot say and not even try yet. So often the dream is a voice of the unconscious telling us what we often say too. You, for example, know that the father was extremely concerned about the children. So it is natural for you to have dreams in which he is worried. These are records that you have. The lady assimilated her husband as a man who always worried about her children. That was the experience. And what a beautiful experience you had. From a husband who was always very present in the lives of the children. I don't know how much involvement you have with these children, but it may be that at some point in your life, you have assimilated it. He worries more than me. So now, with him absent, it is a way you have to tell you what you would like to hear. I say again, we respect those who believe different. Those who believe in this communication. But as we do not believe, we can also understand these dreams as signs that help us think of our posture. What we can't do is allow them to determine our reality. So, because I dreamed, let's say my father died in a moment of much suffering, and from time to time, these dreams occur to me, from my father in agony, as it often happened to me. I'm saying something that really happened to me. My father died, and I saw my father dying. My father had died of a pulmonary embolism, a horrible respiratory failure, and I was next door. So my father's agony was very marked on me. And of course, that record of seeing my father passing on in that agony was recorded in me for many years. So, from time to time, I had dreams that my father was agonized, sad, terrified of death. So if I wanted to read different from the one I'm doing, I could say, oh, my father is not in a good place in eternity. He's suffering. It's like that. It's praying for those who have died is one thing. Now we are creating situations for us to be able to. It's like we were undermining our peace, isn't it? Because what can I change in the reality of my father? But unfortunately, because I have records of that death that stayed in my unconscious. When I sleep, while I'm awake, I can even control. I won't think about it now. I will replace that bad image of my father's death with good memories throughout his life. And I do this because my conscious is a tool that helps me. The conscious, this reality that I am now, I'm aware of my moment. So I have all the resources of this consciousness. I'll think wisely. I'll think with rationality. I'll put it, no, the dead do not come back. The dead will not be able to do anything here now, equal to be afraid, who has died from my. You rationalize fear. Why am I afraid if I know they can't go back and do me harm? So this is my conviction. It may not be yours. I'm talking to those who believe just like me. I don't believe a dead man can tell me something. Now I believe that all the memory of the dead in me can tell me. Why? Because this is an unconscious record. The other does not die fully. It is inside us through the memories, the longing, the love we love. So I will have it. So the moment I sleep, I lose this control. I usually say that at dawn I lose 70% of my intelligence, because sometimes I wake up and think every nonsense, every absurd, that I don't think throughout my day. Why? It seems that I am in fragility, that at night, at dawn, I woke up and at that moment, I cannot take sleep again. So it seems that there is a window inside my intelligence that makes me think absurd, nonsense. So White is sizing the problems. They get much bigger than they are. At dawn, the problems get much bigger than they are. It's impressive. That's why we need to manage these moments well. Then fine. When I sleep, I lose this control. So my unconscious throws out all that is stored in IA. So the memories that two have from my father dating in that agony return. And sometimes only time is correcting it from us. Donna Maria. So, be quiet. Ask God to make the unconscious of the lady throw everything out. Everything that was badly resolved or well resolved. That we keep everything. So that gradually, this presence of her husband in the life of the lady becomes natural. Becomes a beautiful longing that will no longer provoke these discomforting. And I know exactly what you are talking about. Because I lived a lot in my life. With the death of my father. And then with the death of my sister. So we lost someone who was very close to us, these records are. I'm facing this now with Cleo's death. Every now and then I have beautiful dreams with her. But from time to time, I have horrible dreams. In that sad experience, I had to be on her last day of life. He dying. And then being there in that inn, recognizing her body. Of course, this is traumatic for us. He's a person you love, is a person who hitherto took care of you, who was your friend, who was your sister, who was your mother. We don't know what the other becomes for us the moment we love. It's big inside us. So today I also have, many times, awake in the middle of the night with dark nightmares with Cleo. But I am aware that it's not Cleo giving me messages, you know? Because I believe in divine generosity, I believe in divine love that has already welcomed Cleo. I really believe in the deep mercy of God. Looking at the life she lived, to the woman she was, I have no doubt that she is already in eternity enjoying the best. Everything my faith promises me, I believe she is receiving there. So I rationalize and think, that's a record of mine. It's not her in me, it's not she wanting to say that to me. No, it's me who I have here now that managing this grief with all the weight of these memories. Because our mistake is in thinking that the other is telling us that, I'm having these dreams with my husband because he's in a very bad place. Or I'm having these dreams with my husband because a very bad thing will happen to my children and he's warning me. Bad things to our children happen even when no one warns us. And what pretense is this? That we can often prevent the lives of happening. What guarantee do we have that we will be alive next week? It is a silly claim. What we need to do is to pray daily and ask God to help us. He clarifies us, so that we have the wisdom of making the best decisions. Decisions that will bring us health, which will bring us life, that will deliver us from the dangers that we need to ask. So the dream, it is a record that belongs to me. It is not the other who is giving me a message through dreams. I say again, you have the right to think differently from me. You have the right to believe different from me. This is how I believe. This is the perspective that Christianity gives me. Catholicism in a special way. Catholicism tells me that. I am telling you what the church teaches us. That dreams, in line with science, are records of the unconscious. They are messages that our unconscious sends us. Okay, you can give this dream a mystical dimension, but it can never allow it to be a determination of the one who died over your life. So the other does not have this possibility of doing this. I believe that when we begin to humanly investigate our phenomena, we tend to better solve things. I am very afraid when human issues are treated supernaturally, being so natural in us. It will always be a danger to treat human issues supernaturally. Why? Because we give up human resources that are favorable to us, including science, psychology, helping us understand the meaning of dreams in our lives. Otherwise, we become a little wizard, right? We will give supernatural meaning to what is not supernatural. We have deep respect for supernatural realities, but we also need to respect natural realities. I think it is a very intelligent way of live and incarnate faith.